Well, here in the Middle East, everything, it seems like it changes from week to week, from day to day, from minute to minute.
Yes.
This week, it looks like we got Iran on the run. It seems like, to me, that's the only theory I can come up with why things have been switched around. And it's all of a sudden, we're getting better deals with Hamas, better than what we were supposed to get, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
TGR News, broadcasting from the State of Israel.
Welcome back to TGR News.
Hello, hello.
Thank you guys so much for everything you guys do. Like Ola likes to say, you guys are making a difference in the statistic of 1 out of 3 children going to bed hungry every night here in the State of Israel. God bless you all. It is just such a beautiful thing that you guys do here. And it's just a beautiful thing to be a part of, to be your hand here through your support, to help these people, to witness to these people, to just show them the love that they so desperately want in these horrible times that we keep talking about in the news.
Yes.
So it's just a beautiful thing. It really is. It's a God thing. So if you haven't been and you want to be a part of this, there are links below all of our videos to the Patreon page and to the Support Us page. Or you could just go to the web browser and type in thegoldenreport.com and find whichever way is best for you on the Support Us page to join this wonderful thing we're doing here, feeding the children of Israel here in the nation of Israel. God bless you all. Let's get started.
Yeah, let's do it. We started off this week with a large failed wave of terrorist attacks. In the center of the country, 3 buses exploded and we found 2 more bombs that did not go off. It was a miracle that no one was killed or even hurt. Praise Jesus, this was not even an attack that was stopped by our forces. It wasn't a thwarted attack. They were able to plan and carry out this attack as a complete surprise to Israel.
That's right.
This could have ended so badly. We could wake up the next morning because it was planned to explode the next morning.
Yeah, they mixed up AM and PM on their alarm clocks for the detonation.
Yes, thank God. And we could wake up the next morning, 9 o'clock, as they were planning,
to a horrible
disaster. So, thank God.
It's just another place where I talked about it before, where Jesus, God, is our Iron Dome. He is our Iron Dome.
Yes.
He does it over and over and over in spite of us. Amen. Yeah. So it's just amazing to see it. It really was. You said it, you hit the nail on the head. We could have woke up the next day to a completely different reality. Yeah. Hundreds of deaths, men, women, and children.
It was very heavy charges, explosive charges.
Huge explosives.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, we had this past Thursday, 4 bodies returned to Israel. After the DNA testings, we found out that what was supposed to be Shiri's body was not, causing the family and the country to ask, where is her body? Of course, you already know, Hamas blamed Israel and we for the mistake, and we ended up getting the bodies back. But I tell you, the things they found on those bodies was horrible. The way they killed that woman and her children, her 2 little precious babies. It just goes to, once again. I think what we should do, Israel should put out more than we do, to show the world how barbaric they are.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
It's just horrible, the things. Yesterday we had their funeral. It was beautiful to see the entire country of Israel. I don't know how many miles of people just standing by the roads, singing the Tikva, showing love, showing support to Jordan Yarden Abibas, the only living, surviving member of that family.
Yeah. You know what's amazing? It reminds me. Yesterday I saw these flags and
the
orange color everywhere because they were red-headed babies, and flags. And it reminds me, 20 years ago. with the
With-
Oslo
Yeah,
Accords.
when the pulling out of Gaza.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Orange and Israeli flags, exactly the
Yeah,
same.
when we protested against pulling Jews out of their homes, out of Gaza, and giving Gaza to
Yes.
the Arabs.
Yes.
And we told them. I remember being at that protest, and I remember telling the people if the kibbutzes. This is real. Telling the people in the kibbutzes that have been attacked now, in October 7th, telling them that their front lines of defense are the people in Gaza, and it's only a matter of time after, if they are able to pull the people out of Gaza, that they'll be the ones be attacked.
Exactly.
And they said never.
Yes.
That'll never happen. And then sure enough, 20 years later.
Yeah, one of the 4 bodies that was released at the same time, Shiri Bibas, her 2 children, and another older man, Oded Lifshitz, and he actually was a peace activist that always was driving the poor Palestinian babies and children sick to Israel. I don't know if you know that, but Israel used to treat sick Palestinians, Arabs from Gaza for years. Like, for example, Sinwar. He got a surgery, life-saving surgery. We saved his life. He had a tumor in his brain, and we said it's the same. It's under the radar. Not many people talk about it.
That's right.
But Israel treats, and we have a very good medical care. We treat them for free, you know.
Well, on Saturday, we had 6 hostages come home. 2 of them have been hostages for over 11 years in Gaza, and 4 more from the 7th of October. This time in the 6th ceremony, they were to release the hostages. They brought 2 more hostages along the ride with the ones they were releasing, just to torture them and show them that, you know, their friends were being released, but they weren't. And it was just another level of torture and ugliness that they did. And then they broadcasted it, right?
Yes.
To us, to the world. Yeah, it's just...
Every time I think they cannot get lower than this, they always surprise me. For, you know, the Hamas and other terrorists.
Took them,
It's just barbaric.
It really is.
Well, Israel has begun to move tanks and D9 bulldozers into Jenin, Samaria, to fight against terror in the city. So you probably know that we have this operation for a while in Samaria, in Jenin, Tulkarem, all the hotbeds of terror.
Yeah.
And now we move tanks and D9, which you usually use D9, but more D9s into this area of Jenin. 40,000 Arabs, by the way, was moved out. They actually moved out to allow our forces to take care of terrorists, which is great. This is what's supposed to be happening. If you're peaceful, move out and let us take care of the business, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, Chomat Magen, 24 years ago. This is the first time since Chomat Magen, 24 years ago.
I was in Chomat Magen.
Yes. So you saw the tanks back then.
Yep.
And now, 24 years later, we have again the heavy military equipment in the cities inside Israeli borders.
Yep.
I'm hopeful we will be able to finally make a difference in the terrorist organizations here in Israel.
Inside the city. Inside Israel.
Close to us. 10 minutes from Ra'anana. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, this hotbed of Jenin, I've been there in Chomat Magen, where 13 died, and that 24 years ago, I was there. This is the terrorists that are most likely to be the ones threatening the city of Jerusalem. As you guys know by now, I think I don't like to talk about it too much, but you know, I've got the new battalion of Jerusalem now. So these are the actual places that I want to be going now and start taking out these terrorists, and so we can get to know our enemy on our enemy's territory. This is something I've been working on with our new battalion.
Yes.
Hopefully I'll be able to get that going, which I think I will be here in about a couple months. But these are the terrorists that have always been there and growing and growing. And lately we've seen where they've started to try to act like they're Gaza and make their own rockets and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Israel has finished building 2 bases in Mount Hermon side of Syria for long-term defense purposes, while demanding from Syria that they keep the area from the border all the way to Damascus demilitarized. If you have looked at
It's
a map, you
crazy.
know that this is a bold demand and a very big chunk of the country that we're trying to tell them what they can and cannot do in it, right? So that's
It's
things
amazing.
are happening. Things
Yeah,
are happening
yeah.
in Syria.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was really, really strange. You know what? This is the first time that Israel took a stand
Yes.
because
Yes.
for the new, I'm talking about related to the new government in Syria, the new government, the
Yes.
ISIS, ex-ISIS government, right? Finally, we actually say, no, you cannot be militarized in south of the country, big chunk of land, like you said.
It's huge. Yeah, it's
but
crazy.
It's interesting.
Great, yeah, and also we was talking about it earlier today about how Israel was finally directly and stating directly and publicly that we're attacking the new regime.
Yes. This is also very, very, very side taking, you can say, right? Stand like, okay, we know what we stand for. That's
Yes.
we took a side. And it's amazing. Last night, actually, we attacked in Syria. It was military bases, like weapon storages and stuff like this. No, not killing, actually, the new government
Yeah.
people. But what's really amazing is Israel also said, we're going to protect the Druze in the south of Syria. Don't touch them. We're going to protect them. And not only demilitarize, actually don't touch the Druze, we're going to protect them. Many Druze in South Syria want to be a part of Israel.
Yes.
It's amazing. Many of them not. It's not like they all like peace and love,
Yeah,
right?
it's like just like the Jews inside of State of
In-
Israel. Half of them,
exactly.
I don't know if it's half. I don't really know the numbers, but
Less,
some
yeah.
some want to be part of Israel, some don't want to be part of Israel.
Exactly. But I like that finally Netanyahu pick a side, okay? Turkey don't like it. Turkey is like crazy about it, but let's
Yeah.
see what's gonna happen in Syria.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, we know what Damascus is supposed to fall. We know that.
Yeah.
I've been in meetings where that's even been discussed.
Yeah.
Well, the thumbnail of this video and the title of this video, we're talking about in the beginning. We talked about how things change in the Middle East so fast, and it seems like, and I'll tell you, I'll explain this as I go through this. It seems like Iran is on the run now and trying to wrap things up. Well, last night we received 4 more of our hostages. There were 4 of our dead hostages, and their release will give much needed closure to the suffering families.
Yes.
We have been receiving more hostages and sooner than was previously agreed on with the deal that we made. Usually the Arabs change the deals as we're going through the deals and give us less and less than what we agreed upon.
Yes.
But this time we seem to be getting much more. If you notice, Iran has been preparing and worried about a joint attack from their nuclear plants from both the U.S. and Israel together as a joint attack, and it is very possible. And this is my theory. It is very possible, since Iran is feeling pressure and they see that Gaza just might be taken over and lost to the Arabs with Trump's new plan here. Maybe this is causing them to push Hamas to wrap things up and put an end to what's going on, and to be able to sort of regroup and re-strategize.
That's interesting. It's an interesting theory.
Because I've never seen the Arabs change the deal to give us more.
Yeah. Yeah, never. You have to fight for get what we we agreed on.
Something has changed, but I don't know exactly what. I'm not in that room with when they're talking. The big. I'm the guy underneath that gets told what to do. So I don't know what's going on there. But it seems different. Things have changed, and the only thing that I can think of, it's not Israel, because we've tried everything for the past year and a half.
Trump.
So it's Trump who has changed the game, but but it's more than that, because I think it's not just Trump telling Gaza let the hostages go, and then Gaza's like, oh, okay. I think it's also in conjunction with the state of mind that Iran is in because of Trump, causing Iran to also tell Gaza and everyone else, all the other Arab world, saying, okay, we need to wrap this up.
Yeah, I think it's all together. It started with Hamas, Gaza, we were attacking Gaza. continued with Hezbollah. Actually, Iran losing its proxies slowly. It's losing its proxies. And
Yeah.
Hezbollah was one of the main proxies of Iran on our border. Really huge military force, right, against
Yes.
us. So they lost that. And then Trump came and he rubbed the deal. Like it was great timing. And then I think, well, from one hand, I see Iran threaten, or every day they threat to attack Israel. They threat if Trump won't negotiate, like make a deal and won't. Right now, Trump is sanctioning them really heavy.
Right.
Iran. So if he don't get them more, let them more space, how you say, ease the sanctions, they will be like rushing even more to the nuclear deal. They threaten Israel and United States. But from the other hand, as you said, we see Hamas making gestures and we see things going easier for Israel, which is means that they
Something's happening. Yeah. Well, you got anything else you want to add?
Well, that was very rough week for me. I'm sure for many people, for me too. I can't forget the look at her eyes of Shiri Bibas when she held her babies and was kidnapped.
Yeah.
It was you probably saw the video. And our hearts are broken and it's hard. And I want to ask you, please pray for the families of the hostages, the remaining. We still have 59 hostages in Gaza. 35 of them believed to be murdered, and we have the bodies. But we need to receive them all.
Yes.
Please pray for the families. And,
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, pray about it and try and think and see if the Lord wants you to bless more of the people here of Israel. If you're not part of this ministry, don't forget to join us on thegoldenreport.com. And until next week,
Shabbat Shalom.
God bless.